President Obama created a firestorm during his campaign when he offered his vision for the world's holiest city.
Jerusalem will remain the capital of Israel, and it must remain undivided.
The president-to-be quickly clarified his statement, saying the final status of Jerusalem should be left up to Israelis and Palestinians to negotiate. His backtrack delighted some and disappointed others, but the president is clear about an ultimate goal of a lasting peace between Israel and the Palestinians.
I will sustain an active commitment to seek two states living side by side in peace and security.
A major sticking point to that plan is the Palestinian desire that East Jerusalem serve as the capital of a Palestinian state. East Jerusalem is predominantly Arab. The city's western portion is mainly Jewish. Israelis have controlled the entire city since capturing it from the Arabs in 1967's Six-Day War. But emotional and physical ties to what the Jewish people call the Eternal City go back much further.
It's from our earliest education, it's from our earliest Jewish stories, and then over the millennia, Jews have always focused on Jerusalem in their religious life.
Nathan Dement is Director of Public Policy for the Union of Orthodox Jewish Congregations of America.
At the end of Yom Kippur, we pray to return to Jerusalem. At the end of the Passover Seder, we pray to return to Jerusalem. When Jews pray 3 times a day, they face toward Jerusalem.
Dement says dividing Jerusalem could put Jewish holy sites under Palestinian control, which was the case before the Six-Day War.
Jews were not allowed access to their holy sites. Christians were not allowed access to many holy sites. And synagogues and churches and other holy sites were destroyed. And only since Israeli sovereignty over Jerusalem began in 1967 has Jerusalem been a free and open city for all people of all faiths to be able to visit all of their holy sites uninterrupted.
Those sites include the Western Wall and the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, where many Christians believe Jesus was crucified and buried. Jerusalem is mentioned hundreds of times in the Bible, and although the city is never mentioned in the Quran, Muslims consider it the 3rd holiest place in Islam. It's the site of the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Dome of the Rock, where Muslims believe Muhammad ascended to heaven.
They also consider it as a very important place for them, in geographically and in their hearts.
For Israelis, however, a unified Jerusalem is about more than just history. It's about security. Critics of the proposed division of Jerusalem warn that if the Palestinian Authority were to take control of the eastern part of the city, it would serve as a base for terror groups like Hamas to launch attacks against Israelis.
This distance protects us.
Mickey Levy commanded Jerusalem's police during the Second Palestinian Intifada, or uprising. At that time, suicide bombers terrorized the city, killing 256 Israelis and injuring over 1,500.
If we give them another land, another places, they comes to be very close to the Israeli area, something like that happened right now in Gaza Strip could happen or will be happen in Jerusalem.
Still, some say placing East Jerusalem under Palestinian control is necessary to achieve the goal of peace.
It will be the capital of the future Palestinian state, and West Jerusalem will continue to be the capital of Israel. The whole world, including the Arab world, which now does not recognize West Jerusalem being Israel's capital, will.
As Israel prepares to select a new prime minister, the future of Jerusalem is an issue that will continue to stir passions.
Read the Bibles, and you can check. 3,000 years ago, Jerusalem belonged to us as a nation. It's our capital. It's the Jewish heart. It's belonged to us. We can't live without Jerusalem.
Of the 2 leading contenders for prime minister, Benjamin Netanyahu has made it clear that he adamantly opposes the division of Jerusalem. The other leading contender, Tzipi Livni, has been less clear about her position on the issue. When it comes to the Palestinian side, however, there's little debate. CBN News spoke to a leading Palestinian official who said that without the division of Jerusalem, there can be no solution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Eric Stakelbeck, CBN News, Jerusalem.